Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, as we've gone through all these shows on WrestleMania weekend, we have 5 videos left before tonight's Monday Night Raw. I know Raw has already started. I'm going to watch some delay here in a few minutes. And then once Raw is over, I will be putting up a review of the biggest Monday Night Raw when it comes to the day after WrestleMania. But once I do these next 5 videos, that will cover every show from WrestleMania weekend. Alright, so this one is Zicky Dice, Trouble in Paradise 2. It was presented by WrestleCon. It was on Twitch TV. We had 7 matches. Yep. So the first match, we had the Impact Digital Media Championship on the line in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Champion Matt Cardona versus Zicky Dice. This match, yeah, I mean, it got a little hardcore. It's only about 5.5 minutes long. What was really comical about it is they started wrestling out of the ring. They go out of the little arena they were in. They ended up next to a set of escalators. Matt Cardona gets the pinfall victory, because it was Falls Count Anywhere, gets the pinfall victory on Zicky Dice right next to the up escalator. And then knocks him out and throws him on the escalator, and you see Zicky Dice just going up, laying on the escalator, going up it. So yeah, it was quite comical. Next up, we had Deonn Rusman versus Jonah Turk. This is like more of a squash match than anything. It's like 3 minutes long. I give it the first match I give 2.5 to. I give this one 1.5. I mean, it was a 3-minute long squash match. Next up, we had a 6-way scramble match. We had Jah-C, Carlie Bravo, Darian, Bengston, Keita Murray, Levi Shapiro, and Lord Crewe. It was like I said, 6-way scramble match. Just like all the other scramble matches that happened on WrestleMania weekend. There was some high spots. There was some, it's a crazy spot. And then Jah-C ended up getting the victory. It was an 11-minute long match. I ended up giving it 3.25. Next up, we had Lince Dorado. Next up, we had Lince Dorado versus Black Taurus. This was a good little luchador match. It was about 12 minutes long. You have Black Taurus, who isn't your everyday luchador. He's more of a brute, more of a power guy than the flying guy. Lince Dorado is more the flying guy here. So each of them kind of did their big spots, and I ended up giving it 3.5 of Lince Dorado getting the victory. Next up, which was kind of an interesting match, we had Effy of Effy's Big Gay Brunch versus Speedball Mike Bailey in a submission match. Yeah, I thought the same thing when I seen this match. I'm like, this is a submission match? Oh, okay. I know Bailey can do submissions. Effy's got a submission hold? This actually was a good match because you had Effy working to his strengths, which is uniqueness, which is more the catches cat scan style. And then you had Mike Bailey on the striking and everything. And I mean, it was actually a pretty decent match. It kind of went in and weird though, which you can imagine. Bailey had like 7 matches. This is a whole 7 or 8 matches, something crazy like that. Effy had multiple matches too. But Effy had a submission hold on Bailey, or had a submission move. Bailey was more or less trying to move, I guess. The ref thought he tapped, so he called the bell, and Effy won. So Effy won by submission. I don't think Speedball was tapping. I give it 3.5. It was actually a pretty good little match. It's very entertaining. Next up, talk about entertaining. We had Masha Slimovich versus a bear. Yes, so Pero and 2 other random dudes come out with a person chained up in a bear costume. Yeah, so Masha Slimovich is going to wrestle a bear. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Well, as the bear's wrestling Masha, the bear takes his head off. The bear was Max the Impaler. And when they... Yeah, we've all seen Max the Impaler. We know what kind of monster they are. Yeah. Max the Impaler is a monster, and I don't know which was more terrifying, Masha wrestling a bear or wrestling Max the Impaler. But she ended up getting the victory, Masha did, over the bear. I give it 1 3/4 star. It was started off almost like a squash match because the bear was taking Masha, but... And then our main event in this show, which was Scotty Too Hotty. Oh yeah, the worm, Scotty Too Hotty versus Swann. It was a fun little match. Scotty Too Hotty hit the worm. Everybody was chanting. Everybody was kind of having some fun. I give it 3 star. It was an okay match. This show was more of kind of a fun little show. It was brought to you by Wrestling in the USA and Freelance shows. It was, like I said, it was on Twitch. You just go on Twitch. You can search Zicky Dice's Trouble in Paradise 2. Matthew Ringwald was one of the announcers, so it was kind of, he knew some of the, obviously, the Impact guys and stuff, and girls, but it was just a fun little show. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the review of Zicky Dice Trouble in Paradise 2. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show as we finish up the rest of the shows from the weekend, and then we'll review Monday Night Raw, and then we'll get the best of the weekend up as well this week. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.